What's up everyone? Today I'm down at Audi Greenville and behind me is the 2018 Audi RS5. Huge shout out to them for providing me with this car today. I'll have a link to their website down in the description below. And the model that we're looking at today is finished off in Sonoma Green Metallic and has an MSRP just over $91,000. Under the hood of the second generation, the 4.2 liter V8 has been replaced with a 2.9 liter twin turbo V6. This is only paired to the 8-speed Tiptronic automatic with steering wheel mounted paddle shifters. This engine produces 444 horsepower at 5,700 RPM, which is 6 less than the V8, and 443 pound-feet of torque as low as 1,900 RPM, which is 125 foot-pounds more than the V8. It offers the Quattro all-wheel drive system, which defaults to 40% to the front wheels and 60% to the rear, weighs in around 3,600 pounds, which is 132 pounds less than the predecessor. 0 to 60 can happen in 3.9 seconds with a top speed of 174 miles an hour. It can do the quarter mile in 12.4 seconds. And with a fuel capacity of 15.3 gallons, you can expect the MPG to be 18 in the city and 26 on the highway. The wheelbase measures 108.9 inches. It has an overall length of 185.9. The width is 73.3 inches and it has an overall height of 53.5 inches. Starting up front with the hexagonal shaped gloss black finished grille with the forward facing camera right underneath the Audi logo along with Quattro written out in the lower section. 4 parking sensors are up front along with standard LED headlights and LED daytime running lights. In the lower section of the RS specific bumper there's gloss black to give it a nice contrast against the green. There are air inlets along with sensors for the adaptive cruise control and very clean lines coming along the hood. Moving on to the side, this vehicle features the optional 20-inch 5-arm trapezoidal forged aluminum wheels with a very nice two-tone finish to them. 4-wheel disc brakes are in all 4 corners along with the optional carbon ceramic front brakes. The calipers are silver to complement the wheels with rotors measuring 13.8 inches up front and 13 inches in the rear. This also features the RS Sport suspension, power folding side mirrors with the integrated turn signals, and very clean sculpted lines running from the front all the way to the rear. And finishing up in the rear with the trunk clip spoiler, standard backup camera with parking sensors along with LED taillights. The RS Sport exhaust is finished off with black tips. There's fog lights on either side above the exhaust, along with air ducts on either side of the exhaust. More gloss black finish along the rear diffuser, and the beautifully sculpted lines continue on to the rear. And now with the key, we'll go ahead and take a more in-depth view of the interior, and as long as I have the key on me, I'll just place my hand in the door handle. You'll hear it automatically unlock. When you pull on the door handle, it actually raises up and out. And we can go ahead and open up the door. The door panel is finished off in very nice black leather with white stitching running along the armrest. There's Alcantara fabric above that, carbon fiber trim piece below the aluminum release handle, with lock and unlock and the memory seat adjustments in front of that. This offers a 19-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system with the trunk release behind that and some cup holder storage space in the lower section. RS5 is written out on the aluminum door sill. Moving on to the RS Sport Bucket seats, finished off in Napa leather with white stitching running along the outside and a nice honeycomb pattern on the inside. These have an adjustment on the front part of the seat that you can move in and out for more comfort. They have a 8-way power adjustability and 4-way lumbar adjustability support on the outside. They're heated and massaging as well. Now we'll go ahead and double tap on the engine start stop button to turn on all the electronics. And with my foot on the brake, we'll go ahead and start it up. Once inside, we're greeted with a fully wrapped perforated leather steering wheel with great hand positioning on either side. Nice flat bottom design to it with RS in the lower section. This offers the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters again. They have a good size to them, finished off in aluminum on the outside. On the right side of the steering wheel, these control the navigation, Bluetooth, and radio volume. All of the buttons on the left side control the 12-inch virtual cockpit. So as you can see now, I have navigation on the left side with the TAC in the center. If I click on the view button, I can view navigation full screen with TAC and speedometer on either side and go back to the original screen there. We can scroll through from navigation to Bluetooth and music, and then look at a couple different other settings like your MPG, driver assistance, and other traffic information. And we can also pull that up full screen and view the same thing in the center if we want. So it's very user-friendly to use those buttons on either side. You can see the engine temperature on the far left and your fuel gauge on the far right. Again, all of these are for navigation and the Bluetooth controls. To the left side of the steering wheel, there's a good sized cubby for more storage space, more carbon fiber trim pieces around the headlight switches. You can also control the heads-up display with that silver button there. One air vent. And then coming along the center is the 8.3-inch LCD screen. To control that screen, we have all the buttons down below, all of your preset buttons that you can use with your navigation, a menu and back button, along with radio, and then the rotary dial in the center that you twist and just click on for anything that you want. So using the rotary dial, I can scroll through everything that we just took a look at on the gauge setup. You can go to your navigation, go back, go to your media radio. We can go into vehicle. We can adjust the suspension between comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual, which I will show later in this video. Hitting the back button to bring you back to the main setup. Below that are two air vents along with a carbon fiber trim piece surrounding the dual zone climate control buttons. There's also the heated driver and passenger seat controls. Very nice feeling aluminum toggle switches to control all of your AC controls like fan speed and where you'd like the air to go. They have a nice solid click to them. Underneath that is the drive select for the suspension setup again, your traction control, parking sensors, and you can turn on and off that center screen. Beneath that is the red engine start stop button with a USB and 12 volt, a little bit of storage in front of two cup holders. All of the center screen controls again. Moving on to the leather wrap shifter, I'll go ahead and put it all the way up into reverse. You can see the backup camera light up with a top view as well. The lines do move with the steering wheel also. Putting it back into drive and over to the right, we can use that to shift along with the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters, and then just pushing on the P on the back will put it back into park. Behind that is the electronic parking brake with the on and off switch and volume control for the radio. More carbon fiber running along the outside, very nice trim piece. A little bit of storage in the center console, we can lift that up, revealing an auxiliary and USB port. This also moves forward and back for more adjustment. Looking at the glove box, has a good amount of room in it along with the CD player. More carbon fiber again running along the dash. We'll take another look at the interior. Very nice seats again. And this does feature a sunroof. You can have the sunshade closed with the sunroof open, which is a cool option to have. All those controls are up in the center along with garage door switches and the dome lights. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at the rear seating. This is a 4-seater coupe. On the driver's side, we can move it forward simply by pushing on these buttons, and then we can pull on this leather tab to put the front portion up. We'll go ahead and hop in. Behind both front seats, there's a little bit of storage space with the cargo nets, two air vents in the center along with the AC controls and a 12 volt. At 5'10", I have a lot of legroom actually, and my head is barely touching the top. So it doesn't feel too claustrophobic back here. There's actually a lot of room for two people. Pulling on the center armrest, there's a little bit of storage space in this upper pocket. Nice quilted pattern running along the seats again, just like up front. Large back windows gives you excellent visibility as a rear passenger. There's also more Alcantara fabric on either side of the speakers. And the rear seats also have a 40-20-40 split, so you can configure these however you'd like to be able to fit more things in the back. Moving on to the trunk storage space now, we can either use the button on the key fob, the door itself, or push on the electronic button underneath the Audi logo. It'll automatically open up. There's 16.4 cubic feet of storage space with the seats up. And obviously with the seats down, plenty of room. There's no overhangs or anything on the side for anything that you need to put through. Nice cargo storage pocket on one side with a 12 volt, a little bit more on the other side. These handles here release the rear seats, so you have the driver's side, the center seat, and then the passenger side as well. So there's definitely plenty of room in this 4-seater coupe. All right, so now it's time to get behind the wheel of the RS5. I love how the seatbelt is brought to me on the side there. So getting this out on the road now, the first thing that I want to go over is the visibility. For a two-door, 4-seater coupe, you actually have a lot of room to be able to look over your left and right shoulder. The glass for the passengers is very large, so sitting back there, as you guys saw earlier, actually has a lot of room just for the passengers alone. But you can easily take a glance over your left shoulder, look out of that rear glass, look over to your right. There's a very minimal blind spot over there. That C-pillar is not very bulky. And then the rear glass is very large. So even looking out of my rear view right now, I can easily see everything behind me. So visibility all around, you don't feel like you're too closed in this car, especially having the sunroof and opening that up. So putting a couple miles on this car right now, I'll go over the comfort of it. I have it in dynamic mode right now. If you guys can see, I'm bouncing a little bit. I'm not on the smoothest road, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it into comfort. Wow, and everything just loosens up. I love the functionality, being able to put it in comfort and just relax on a drive. We're coming to a stop right now. Brakes do a great job, especially having the carbon ceramic front brakes. Gonna go ahead and pop it into manual mode, just give it a little bit of an acceleration. Woo! Wow, so almost from a dead still, I was rolling a little bit. There wasn't much turbo lag. Let's drop it down a couple gears. Wow, that is really cool. It's not that loud, but the power in that is super linear. I really did not feel any turbo lag at all. Gonna go ahead and do one more pull. Woo, wow. That definitely gets up and goes. Moving on to all of the interior materials. Everything is just top-notch, premium quality. I've been in a bunch of different Audis this year. All of them have very similar interiors, but you can tell them apart just with the simple touches, having carbon fiber versus aluminum inlays and things like that. But everything in this car is very nice feeling. You have leather on the steering wheel, carbon fiber everywhere. This car is fully loaded with every option that you can get. This has the Dynamic Plus package, which gives you that top speed up to 174 miles an hour. The carbon ceramic brakes. The Dynamic package gives you that exhaust and the red on the calipers. It has the assistance package, which gives you the lane assist, lane departure, the heads-up display, and all of those different functions, along with the navigation, the 20-inch wheels, all the gloss black on the outside, and then all the Nappa leather and the Bang & Olufsen sound system. So this is as top of the line as you can get for the RS5s. Driving this on a daily basis, it's very comfortable. There's very little road noise or tire noise. Everything is well insulated. Again, putting a couple miles on this. I love the seats. Has very good bolstering on either side and down below by your thighs. So I could easily see this being a daily driver, and you could comfortably fit 4 people on the inside, which is really cool for only a 2-doored. Plenty of room in the back, and then having the versatility to fold down the rear seats. You can put anything through. Get back over into manual mode. I love the power. Ooh, I love the power. There's pretty much no turbo lag or anything. I love it. The sound of this car though, it could be a bit louder. Ooh, you can hear a couple pops in that exhaust. So it could definitely be a little bit louder, but from the inside definitely sounds really good. Now we'll go ahead and take one last look from the passenger side. Very nice black premium leather along with the carbon fiber. Gives it an excellent look. Nice and clean running along the center. Beautiful black leather seats again. So that is my walk-around review and test drive of the 2018 Audi RS5. Huge shout out again to Audi Greenville for providing me with this car today. This is definitely an awesome car. It has a lot of technology, a lot of power in it, and a lot of room for anything that you need. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more videos to come. I'll see you guys next video.